we're bringing back Marvelous Minecraft Mondays, and it's gonna be great. So, we unfortunately are moving worlds. We're in this brand new world, and it's gonna be awesome and beautiful and sick. All right. Yeah. No, I've lied to you. We've already played this world for a bit. Um, this is what we look like now. Yeah, so we might have played a little bit. So not too much. I think it was only about a week's worth of progress. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this first episode of season two. I've decided to call it season two of Marvelous Minecraft Mondays. To give you guys a little world tour about what we've been up to, and then we're gonna continue from there. So right now we're in a little area that we like to call the Shire. Yeah, so um you guys will find out somewhat soon about why it's called the Shire, but I guess you guys already have some hints on that. Um so I guess what I kind of want to do is I kind of want to go chronological order about like what we did in the world, what we got up to, and who all was there with us. So this was my kind of starting area. So we actually spawned in a jungle way over there. And me and Oscar, we both spawned in this world and we decided to, split off and try and find a good area. And I found this area over here, which will come up. I don't want to spoil it too much, but we came up over here and saw, and so I decided to take this little area over here, and I made this my temporary base. This wasn't here. Imagine just a bunch of chests and furnaces and crafting tables. You know how it goes. Um, and the first major project that I wanted to get done was a food farm for us. Because that was a really big struggle for me and Oscar at the time. So I ended up making this chicken farm over here. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. There's chickens way back there. They poop out eggs and they shoot the eggs and babies spawn and then they grow up and then lava goes boom. And as you can see, it produces a little bit. Yeah. So this is on 1.18. So these big caves spawn over here. So this is my main area for getting resources over there. So actually, if we go back in here, I'll show you guys. I use this today to get like stone resources, whether it be cobblestone or stone. Um, kind of excavate this, but yeah, like this cave goes way back, really deep in here. And all this has been explored and mined out. It's pretty dry of resources right now. So, yeah, so the next little project that I wanted to get underway was some sort of fish farm because I remember those being really good back in the days, like an AFK fish farm. Um, and so, of course, I made one. So if you come in here, a little fish farm. What I didn't realize was I'm pretty sure that they nerfed the fish drops because it used to drop a bunch of enchanting books and enchanted bows and fishing rods and stuff like that, but it doesn't drop any of that anymore. It just drops this stuff. I mean, and plus fish, but I use those to cook it up and get even more food a while back. So we don't really use this anymore, but we keep it here as just a kind of like, memory of our world. And then after that, I decided to also make a sugarcane farm, just a mini one. So while I'm AFKing in there, I we have this running. And it produces a good amount. It's really slow, um, but it works. It gets the job done. And the reason why we had this was just for getting our enchanting table up and running, which surprisingly took a pretty long time. Um, we honestly didn't get enchanting table until like day like 4 or 5, I think. No, maybe like 3. I don't know. And then I also made this little contraption over here. Just a little passive XP XP. Oh, lag. XP thing, so it just cooks stuff, and then whenever you want to get the XP, you just pull it out of there. And of course you put fuel in here, which I guess people are using it as like storage right now. I don't know. Um, yeah, so I guess after this, I think what happened was I built my starter base. Um, and I'll go show you guys now. So, of course, the Shire, if you guys know, is from Lord of the Rings, and it's all the Hobbit houses. So, this was my base. This was my little Hobbit house that I made. Pretty quaint, pretty quiet. Have like a little path coming out. Little front yard. If we go inside, this is what it looks like on the inside. Um, it's my little storage area. It's like very badly organized, but you know, it's organized a bit, I guess. We got a little crafting area, smelting area with some extra goodies there. I didn't realize these were in the game. Um, I think Oscar might have told me about them, but they're little candles. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this is my base. This is my base. And then, of course, you guys have heard me probably talk about him. Oscar has been with me on this world for the entire time, and then we've had people join as it goes on. Oh, I kind of spoiled it, but yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, so Oscar has joined me for a bit, and he built his base shortly after mine. So I'll go show you guys what his base looks like. Yeah, this is his base up here. Um, see if I don't. I'm still pretty bad at elytras, but I'm getting the hang of it. Yeah, this is his base. He built this path himself. Really, the Shire here is kind of his project, his major project for this world. So far, and then, you know, of course, once he finishes this, he's gonna split off and do other things, whatever he wants to do. But yeah, this is his base. I really like the interior of it. I think the interior is really good. On it, he has his little living room over here. Um, little eating area, kitchen, and then his storage room back here. Um, you know, I mean, it's nothing too big, nothing too fancy, but it, you know, it gets the job done. And I guess I'll move on to the next big part of this world. So a major thing that me and Oscar wanted to have in this world was easy way to get resources. We've had worlds in the past where we just flat out quit because we don't have the necessary things that we want and need. So we decided we were going to go all out in this world and build a bunch of farms and stuff. So we started an industrial district, which I'll go to now. Um, Here it is over here. So it looks really bad, of course. But this is this is it. We have pretty much a lot of the stuff that we need here. So I guess I'll start again in chronological order what we started with first. And the first farm we had was let me find it, a slime farm. Oscar needed slime balls to make the tree farm, which you saw earlier, which we'll go stop by again. Yeah, look at these caves, by the way. These are sick. Um, but he just made a little slime farm. Um, Nothing too big, nothing too fancy. It produces a good amount. You know, it's what we need. I can't really get in to show you guys what it looks like, but you know, I'm sure you can guess. So that's what it is over there. Yeah, so I think next after the slime farm, while Oscar was making that, I was in the middle of making a villager breeder. Because our plan eventually is to fill up the Shire with a bunch of villagers with really good trades that we need throughout um, you know, throughout the thing. Oop. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go sleep real quick. Okay, it's day now. Yeah, so I built the villager breeder, which is kind of hidden back here. This is what it is. It's pretty simple actually. I was very surprised at how easy it was to build. Um, really all you do, and I kind of build this little platform out right here. So what you do is you get the carrots from over there, up by where my old base was. And you just throw them on. You throw about like 2 stacks on them, and they start throwing them at each other, and they start popping out little guys, and they eventually grow up. And when you need them, oop, a little lag. This area is a bit laggy because of all the machines we have. Um, so I'll try and get out of here, especially this area. I think it's the sheep farm that really lags it. But yeah, you click that button on that dispenser, and it shoots a minecart over. And if we come down here, this is our little makeshift villager hall. Um, and so the track goes all the way over here, and it cuts off whenever you need one. So over here we have a farmer. I usually just use him for golden carrots whenever I need food. We have a 16 emerald mending trader, which I thought was really cool. I got this guy like second try, I think. It was pretty wild. And he also does name tags, which is really important. Really good guy. These are kind of, oh, I don't know where this guy went. We used to have a guy in here. He definitely might have died. I'm not too sure. But we use these guys as kind of like emerald printers because they sell 32 sticks for an emerald. So you just chop down one of those big spruce trees, make it all into sticks, and then just sell them, and you get like half a stack of emeralds every time. And then we also use this guy to get emeralds too because we have that wool farm which you saw earlier, which I'll go back to. He sells wool for emeralds. So use those. And then I kind of have a couple in a prison right now, right over here that we're gonna transport pretty soon. I have a cleric, and I can't remember what the other one was. I think an armorer, maybe. Let me break it to the roof. Yeah, an armorer. Which these guys are pretty cool. They sell diamond armor, which is pretty sick. What happened? What was after that? After that, I made this carpet duper. This is kind of just like a tiny little thing. You don't really need carpets for a lot, but when you do need them, um, I find them a pain. Well, before we had that, I found it a pain to go shear sheep and all that. So I made this little thing, and all it does is just poops out a bunch of carpets, um, as you can see. And so whenever we need carpets for anything, we have it covered. And then while I was, or after I finished that, Oscar then made a bee farm, which I didn't realize how important those honey blocks are over there, but they are, and they're pretty hard to come by. So this bee farm, it produces pretty well, a lot of honey blocks. We actually did have to AFK this for 2 days, I think, in order to get enough or enough honey blocks for Oscar to finish the tree farm over there. It was it was quite painful, but we made it work. We AFK'd overnight to supply that. It was pretty funny. And then he also built this new sugarcane farm, um, which this thing produces. This thing is crazy good. Um, we really don't need anything more than what we have over here. I guess maybe eventually once a lot of people start joining the server, which I don't even know will happen, but if it does happen, we might expand it upwards. See how we go from there. And then after that, we really needed bone meal. We needed bone meal really, really bad. And so I went down into that slime farm cave, and I was walking around, and I heard some skeletons, and sure enough, we found a skeleton spawner in here. So right through this wall over here, can't really see it now. There's a skeleton spawner, and you'll hear in just a second. I heard them. Let's see. Boom. So yeah, so we just have a little skeleton farm. We really don't want the bows, so we shoot those out. But we keep the arrows and the bones. Yeah, it's not the most efficient thing ever because you still have to hit them a lot, to do it. But it gets the job done. It gets everything that we need done. Um, yeah, we have a little water elevator going up and down too. So Very nice. And then another problem we had is we needed a lot of hoppers for these machines. And so I made this iron farm over here. Again, I thought these were very hard to make, but it was extremely easy. I guess the hardest part was just getting that zombie in there. Um, I can't remember what I named. I think I named him something funny. I can't remember what I named him. I also feel bad for these villagers because I'm just subjugating them to a lifelong torment. Because they have to be scared in order to spawn iron golems up there. Um, this one's burning right now. And this thing, also this was, I was AFKing one night and Oscar decided to fill me with obsidian. That doesn't matter. This thing produces a lot of iron. I made, I think 40 hoppers. Oh, you'll see. We made a farm and it required a lot of iron, so that was after that. And that's not even, this is the main storage chest. I guess someone actually just took it out. Believe me, this thing produces well. Um, then if we go over here, oh, actually, before we do that, I'll get to that later. This is the tree farm. This was Oscar's big project. It is currently broken right now. Someone tried to use it. Oh, as you can see, yep, iron. Um, someone tried using it and they forgot to turn it off after they used it, and it just started blowing up itself. So this is what Oscar's in the middle of redoing right now. Which he doesn't want to do, which I don't blame him because he's had to rebuild this. I think this is the third time now. But yeah, you just stand here and have a sapling out and plant it, and it'll just bone meal it, push it over, and then there's a TNT duper up there, and it'll just drop TNT and blow it up. And then all the wood comes over to the chest here. And yeah, that all that jazz. And then again, we needed even more bone meal than that can produce. So I decided to make this AFK bone meal farm. And this thing is actually pretty cool. It's using the new moss blocks they added. Um, and so actually we can watch it work. So his stone generator is pushing stone out, which it broke right there. That's not supposed to be cobblestone. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, so what it does is it grows moss, which spreads all over, and then these pistons push new stone in, which breaks those, and bone meals again, it pushes those out, and so all those moss blocks come over here, and they start filling up these composters, and the bone meal goes in there. Well, it fills up this first, and then it goes in there, just to make sure that you can fully AFK it. I think that's. Oh, and then the sheep farm over here. This was something Oscar built, and we have more wool than we would ever need. So yeah, we have that. And yeah, I think that does it for this section of the industrial district. We also have this farm up here. It's kind of a pain to get to, because again, I'm really bad at flying with these things. Nope, not gonna hit it. So when I don't hit it, I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna pop these off and pop it back up. Oh gosh, I'm gonna need sleep soon. But yeah, this is our gunpowder farm. It's running pretty low right now. It also produces like string and some other stuff sometimes, but it's mainly gunpowder. And so they spawn in here, water pushes them off, and they die to these blocks right here. Yeah, it's good. This is how we get all of our fireworks. This and the sugarcane farm down there. Yeah, I'm gonna go sleep really quick. I will see you guys back at my base probably. All right, good morning. Yeah, so I guess we'll move on to the next thing that happened, and we had a friend join. Our good friend Dakota joined the server. Um, and he decided to join the Shire, and um, he started his house. He still hasn't come on to finish it. But I kind of see the vision that he has, and I think it's gonna look really good. I think it's gonna really look really good. He kind of told me what he wanted to do, so he has this little tunnel back here, and it leads to this really cool area that I've never seen before. It's this, and so he plans to incorporate this into his house somehow, and it leads into a ravine right here that he's gonna build out. It's gonna look really cool. So he's been pretty busy recently. I don't, I, I don't know what happened there. He's been pretty busy recently, so he hasn't been able to get on. But once he does, I'm sure he's gonna rock it. So at the same time he came on, our good friends Dami and Sebastian also joined. You guys might remember Dami from last season. They joined, but they decided to not live in the Shire, which is fine. Um, and they started building their own base right over here. It's not too far out. Let's see if I remember how to get there. Yeah, right over here. So this is their base. They also haven't finished it yet, but I think it looks pretty sick, to be honest. You guys know that Dami's pretty good at building. She built all of this. Um, not the inside's not finished, of course, but this looks really cool. Oop, didn't mean to do that. They got some goodies over here. Cool looking farm. Yeah, they got a cow farm over here too. Ah, I'm sorry. Um, yeah, so this is their base. They log on like sometimes and do their thing. Yeah, so we'll move on. I'm actually gonna cut the video and come back to whenever I am at the Shire. So I'll see you guys there. All right, there's our village marking we're near the Shire. And we're coming up, and I love this so far. I can't wait for this to be finished. It's gonna look so good. I guess I can give you guys a little kind of like what it's gonna look like. So I built that fountain right there. We have the fountain in the middle. We also have, I don't have it on me, but we have a Jesse, the guy who built that base over there, which I'll get to eventually. Built I think it's called a lodestone. I can't remember, but basically you put compasses on it, like you right click compasses on it, and it pretty much sets that compass to point to that. So if we ever get lost and we need directions back to the village, we don't really need to use like coordinates and stuff like that. We can just pull out our compasses and it points straight to it. So surrounding that is our little market square. That's where we're gonna have some villagers in these market stands doing their thing. And then surrounding that is just gonna be the village homes. So each of these kind of equate to a villager. See if I remember off the top of my head. So that is like a blacksmith kind of area. This over here is a Fletcher's area, I think. So Blacksmith Fletcher. I can't remember what that is. I think Oscar told me. So, oh, by the way, Oscar built all of these. He built everything here. Um, yeah. So Blacksmith Fletcher. I can't remember that one. And then, like of course the cleric. So that's the church over there. Which I think this church looks so cool. It is sick. Let's go in the front here. Oh my gosh, I just went all the way around the building. Yeah, it's gonna look sick. So once he does the interior of these, it's gonna look so good. And then also surrounding that is just gonna be these big trees all around. So it's kind of enclosed in this little area. Um, what's next? Okay, so after the so while he was making this, I decided to embark on a big project. And I decided to make a guardian farm. I've never made one before. I didn't know how long it was gonna take, and luckily we had a temple right over here. So I did that, and it sucked. I hated doing it. It was terrible. It took me way too long, but it produces. It gives us a lot of stuff. So we have no shortage of like sea lanterns or prismarine blocks, stuff like that. And that's just one side. So this side is the exact same. Um, yeah, it's pretty crazy. And so basically what like you don't even have to AFK for that long. I think I AFK'd for like 30 minutes and it filled up an entire chest of stuff. And so like this is just where you AFK. So this is just high enough so they would only spawn in this like too high platform over here. So you stand right here in the middle, AFK. Phantoms can't get you, all that. So yeah, so that's what I was doing while Oscar was building all of that. That took, I did it all in one day, but I think it was like I don't know, 4 to 6 hour day just doing that, maybe even more. It was terrible. I I hated it. Um, yeah, and so of course you saw my Nether portal over here. I'm sorry, not mine, our Nether portal. Um, oh, also we have a super smelter right here. Um, Pretty self-explanatory, just standard super smelter. Um, so I'm gonna go through. This isn't what we saw, of course, whenever you go through. But I can actually show you guys what we saw. So of course, not what we see. What we see, we went all the way up to the bedrock um, layer. Oh, I guess it's another lodestone. I think. So I guess Jesse did that. That's cool on him. Um, so going up this. Gosh, I hate these ladders. They're so slow. What is that? Okay, that's scary. This is actually where we spawned. We kind of dug out the portal. This is where we spawned. You come out here. It was actually really bad spawn. We had to dig through this wall right here to get anywhere. Um, yeah, so we have some piglins. We've traded with that guy before. That's why he has boots on. He kind of gave himself boots. That's how we traded to get to the end, actually. Spoiler alert, we got to the end, but you already knew that, so we have a light show. And so I'm going a little bit out of order because we actually went to the end before I built this farm. But since I'm already here, I'm gonna show it anyways. After the Guardian farm, I needed a project. I needed a big project to do. That's just what I do in Minecraft. I just like having really big projects to do. To kind of waste my time doing, to kind of pick off and do that. So we needed a lot of gold. Um, Not sure why. Me and Oscar both just found shortages in gold every time that we did it. So I went and made a gold farm. Now this isn't the finished product of it. And by the way, warning, it's gonna be really loud when I get over here. Yep, yep. Sorry. All right. So I just turned my sounds off when I go over here. This was that project I was talking about where I needed a lot of iron. You see that? I think there's 46 hot or anvils right here, which each anvil costs 3 blocks of iron, which is 9 ingots. So it adds up. It adds up. Um, this is our gold farm, and it doubles, of course, as an XP farm. So I don't have an arrow on me, so I can't start it. What you would do is you would shoot those pigmen, and they would aggro on you, and they would all just run straight into this pit, and they die to entity cramming from these minecarts. If we come down here, oop, here we go. I think Oscar might have taken out all the gold. Yeah, he did. Um, but yeah, so these would fill up. These fill up pretty fast. It gives you a lot of XP, like too much. Um, but yeah, so that's the gold farm. That took me also another day. I think it was around I'd say around the same as the Guardian, like six hours. And it's not even finished. Um, and right here, Oscar is building our Nether hub. We're gonna have a Nether hub. These are kind of the tunnels. It's gonna be a big project for him because these tunnels require a lot of resources, a lot of time to do. But this is just gonna be full of vegetation and all that. Maybe I'll get him on to a clip of his world to show you the kind of outline for this. And then this is going to be our main central hub that he started to build. So there's going to be a big dome up here. We haven't figured out the floor pattern just yet. Well, yeah. And then we come over here. I guess I can turn my sounds back on. One second. This is our end portal. Or I guess portal to the end portal. Um, it's gonna be kind of weird. Um, so it's to my left here. Oh, a big lag spike. It's to my left here. I have a machine that's gonna make sense later why I have it. So don't pay attention to it why it looks a little weird, but this is, of course, the machine over here. This is our end portal. We don't have a stair over here because I might duplicate this on the other side. We actually had to break these portals, which if you don't know, you can't break these. We had to grow a mushroom to pop it off. Um, yeah. This is a sand duper. It duplicates sand. I think it's no, it's not broken. Basically, what happens is it pushes the sand right here. This picks it up and then it pops it out, and so it technically goes through the portal, but it stays right here. And so the sand will just keep going through the portal right here. Um, and we have a lot of sand, which again will make sense in a bit. I need it for a project I'm doing right now. This is the end though. I'll go ahead and fly up here. You know, standard end. We got some pillars when we fought the dragon and all that. I wish I would have recorded it, but I didn't. And then my first project right after the end was this was before we had the gold farm. We needed XP and we needed it bad. Hold on. Die, 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 die. We needed XP. We needed it bad. And so hopefully I don't die. Me and Oscar both have died on this bridge a lot. Didn't die. This is the I can't talk. Enderman farm that I created. It produces so much. Um, as you can see, I don't know why I'm not getting XP right. Oh, it's because I have mending on. Duh. I'm sorry, it's loud. I know it's loud. But yeah, I won't hit anymore. That's just show you it produces. And then of course there's hoppers under that, and it shoots out these the ender pearls that we don't need. Um, yeah, and then our enchantment table's over here. Oh, I'm sorry that was loud. And then right after that, I decided I was done trading because the entire time while I'm doing this, I'm trading with villagers, and I was tired of it. I was done with it. So I made this raid farm. I can't get it started right now because you need bad omen to start it. I might show it maybe at the end of the clip, me doing it. It's pretty neat though. We'll fly over here. So we have a villager right there. Um, it's kind of trapped over there. And what happens is, if I can not get up here. All right, you know what? Let's go to the bottom platform here. Oh, wow, 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 wow. All right, you know what? Yeah, let's not do that. I'll just show you guys from up here. This is this is the main platform that you stand. Let me eat so I don't die. So these boats are here because sometimes what are those wizard guys are? They spawn and they drop right here, and they can spawn those little Vex creatures outside, so the boats just catch them and they despawn. But yeah, so this drops saddles, crossbows, flags, and then emeralds. It drops a lot of emeralds. And so what you do is you get bad omen, you fly over here, you drop down here. Boing. Actually, well, I'll just show you guys what it is later on. But yeah, so basically I built it to where they can only spawn on this platform right here, and it spawns the entire, like all waves at the same time, and then it pushes them off down there, drops right there, you kill them, and you get Bad Omen again. Yeah, so it's cool. So that's the end. That's all we have done in the end. Me and Oscar, and Jesse have kind of flown over and got a lot of the end cities over here. So we got a bunch of elytras and stuff that we've been giving to our friends that join the server. Oh, sleepy time. Just so they don't have to grind as much as we did when they joined, so they can just have do the fun parts of like just building and exploring and all that. And so around the time that that happened, a couple other friends joined. That was when Jesse joined. Jesse joined, and the first thing he did was he made this barn over here. And it's not just any ordinary barn. It's a really cool design too, might I add. But it doubles as our cow farm. So we get beef and leather and all that. I haven't been up here. Is there anything up here? No, it's not. Yeah. So, if you don't know Jesse, Jesse is one of the probably the best Minecraft players I have ever played with. He's like extremely good at like bed wars and stuff like that. Um, and he's a grinder just like me. He loves to grind. So you'll hop on at like 4 in the morning and this man's still on playing. He's crazy. Yeah, he built that and then also I don't need gunpowder right now. We come over here. Oscar started building a couple like hobbit homes just to fill out the area. So this area is gonna be filled with hobbit homes. And he offered one to Jesse, but there's no interior of it. And Jesse was like, "Yeah, I'll take it," and decided to make the interior. And this is one of the best interiors I've seen in a long time. I think it's so cool. He utilizes these new blackstone blocks. I don't even know what this is. Um, but yeah, this is what it looks like. I think it's so cool. I mean, you got everything you need. He has this Enderpearl stasis chamber, which is pretty sick. And then he's building out right now this beacon room. So this is a beacon he got by himself, I think. We do have a beacon, I think in the industrial district that we all got together. It was the first wither that we killed. But I think that's his project right now is he's trying to get 3 more beacons to fill that out. Yeah, then Oscar built this over here. And then right after Jesse joined, we got our other good friends, Dana and Michael, to join. And this was another Hobbit house outline that Oscar built, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. I could be wrong about that. But Dana and Michael both took that. It's Casa de Dana and Mike. And eventually, we'll all be on the episodes together. This is just a solo episode right now, just to give a world tour. And this interior is so good too. I'm pretty sure Dana built all of this because of this sign up here where Michael said that he loves the house. Um, it's sick though. It's like a modern version of a Hobbit house kind of, which I think is such a cool idea. I've never seen it before. It's obviously not done up here. I can't wait to see the final product of it though. Yeah, it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick. I think that's their horse too. Or that be Jesse's horse. I know we have a random horse running around up there. That might be that horse. I think it's Jesse's. I'm not sure. And that brings me to my last thing. And that's what I am currently doing right now. So I decided, like I said earlier, I need big projects. I need big projects. And I decided to stray away from the Shire and build a mega base. If you guys don't know what a mega base is, it's just a ginormous base that takes way too long to do for no reason. And it's just right over here. And it's in the ocean. And so again, the sand duper, why I needed the sand. I'm clearing out the ocean right now. Before we see it, I want to prep you guys. This is big. This is very big. This is it. So yeah, this is my project right now. I don't want to spoil too much of what it's going to be. Um, but for right now, I'll give you guys a little teaser. Just imagine this as a big tube, and it's gonna be overgrown. All right, that's all I'm giving right now. I have a lot of ideas for it that I've already shared with Oscar, and he's really excited for what's to come. But yeah, so hopefully I'm gonna try by the end of today to get at least half of this filled out. So I'm doing strips of 5 sand, and then I'm gonna come by with sponge and empty out all the water. I think that's gonna be the easiest way to do it. But yeah, this is gonna be a long time. It's gonna take me months to build. It's gonna be awesome. And so I'm gonna keep you guys in the loop the entire time while we do that. We're gonna do some episodes here and there. Season two's back, baby. We're getting it done. Yeah, so I'm gonna do one last flyover of the Shire, because I think that's right now the most epic build we have. Um, yeah, I hope you guys are gonna enjoy the new season. We're bringing it back, baby. It's gonna be at least 100 episodes. Yeah, if you know why, you know why. Yeah, so here's one last flyover of the Shire, of what we got going on. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Um, I don't know when the next one's gonna be. I don't want to do like super frequent because I feel like I'm not gonna make a lot of progress and it's gonna be kind of boring that way. But we'll do something fun for the next episode. Um, yeah, we'll probably bring in a bunch of our friends, get them get them all situated. So yeah, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Well, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.